Bum 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 bum. I don't even know what song I'm singing.
I have no idea where I was going with it. I was going with it.
Our intro song. Welcome back to the podcast.
Mhm.
Welcome back to the podcast. Just two average, and I mean
Average.
girls. Do your deep voice. Okay, let me start
Average.
again. We're two talking fools. We're just two
Average.
and I mean
Average
girls taking their phone calls to the
podcast. You're welcome. Is that the deep voice you were talking about?
Yeah, I like the deep voice.
Oh, okay.
It's a little winter season. We'll get into those deep. I was like thinking just now about that TikTok I sent you about that girl who lives near the North Pole,
Yeah,
the
how
island
dare
at
you?
the North Pole.
How
Did
dare
you
you?
watch it?
I did. I was in bed freezing watching it.
Did you love it though?
I mean, I was
How
warm, but
cozy
it
did
made
her
me
house look?
cold.
Oh, so you did watch it.
Yeah. I was laying in bed. I was all comfy up in my comforters and stuff. And then I watched that and I felt like I was just cold watching it.
Well,
Who wants
it's
to
dark
live
there. Well, it's
Ugh.
cozy though. Look how
No, just looking at that ice.
Well, it's 7 degrees. It's 7 degrees here.
Ice, baby. That's what came.
Ice, baby.
Dun 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 dun. We're talking ice, baby.
Hey.
Yeah.
Blah. Blah. Welcome back to the podcast. We were talking about something in the car, and I'm like, start it up because it's great, and I think it's something to talk about.
Vroom vroom.
Vroom vroom. Let's talk about this lonely single generation that I think is occurring right now. Lonely single generation. My parents were in the quiet generation. You can do your research. You can see there's a big age gap there because I'm a millennial and my mom and dad are from the quiet generation.
Okay.
But I think we have a single lonely generation. I think what they should just call it is the lonely generation post-COVID.
Oh, that's so sad. It's
so sad, but it's so true. Because we were just talking in the car. Well, we're in the car right now doing our podcast and I had the car shut off for a little bit. I don't know if you and I would survive well on like Survivor or anything, but
no, we wouldn't.
I shut the car off for a second because my dad's like, I thought maybe idling's not good for your car. Also, you'll notice that I'm trying to complete full sentences and stay on point. So I'm not going to cut myself off anymore.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We were talking about Shaba and people that we know in general. About communication, the ebbs and flows of communication, which ties right into the idea that we are the lonely generation. I think partly we do it to ourselves and partly it's just the way the world is. I think we're transitioning from a time where we remember pre-COVID when we were busy. We remember the 90s. We remember the early 2000s. People don't congregate. People don't celebrate. They don't like big crowds like we used to.
Yeah, definitely. I'd have to agree with that. Probably not as much as before. Yeah, definitely. Why are you giving me that look, buddy?
But first, what I'm trying to be like a detective podcaster. Like I'm looking right into your eyes.
I felt like you were looking in my soul.
Cool. Maybe I was. And you know what I see?
Uh-oh.
I don't hate what I see.
Oh,
you're a good egg.
Thank you.
You got a couple cobwebs. Hold on. Let me just go into okay, you guys, hold on. So now we're into Shaba's soul. In the romantic department, I'm going to tell you right now.
Why?
If there's a door there, you can't tell because there's cobwebs and the light is busted. The light is busted.
What the fuck?
Nobody's home. But all other aspects, but if you go over to family and being a mother and a good friend, oh, lights on in every one of them. Oh, come on in. Yeah, everything looks good. But that romantic area is a little bit.
I'm taking a break.
Yo, but you're not. Needless to say.
Taking a break. Don't be calling me out like that. I'm taking a break.
Needless to say, well, now we realize that a lot of the people that were once listening to us, the younger kids, they're done with the podcast. They have moved on.
They're like, these ladies are crazy.
You could tell in the demographics. We just get in those older ones. I love it.
I'm here
We're
for it.
millennials. But
Yeah.
we were talking. So we started this podcast about the ebbs and flows of communication. So let's just say that we're talking about people that are also in the same situation as you.
Okay.
Single, are looking for somebody to be a partner. I think
but
as
I'm
you
not
get
looking
older,
now.
yeah, not you, but in the same boat of being okay.
No, I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just saying, like,
You're not looking, but you're not. It's not like, I mean, the doors are closed in the soul area. I'll tell you, it looks like they're closed, but you're not opposed to it if you find the right person. But it's got to be the right thing, right, Shaba?
For sure. Yeah. Okay, I get what you're saying.
So we're talking about the ebbs and flows of communication with you, and maybe amongst others that are also in this whole single, not with anybody, kind of same age group,
Yeah.
kind of. And then, but here's what I was trying to say,
Okay.
partly.
Yeah, go for it. What's up?
Is what I don't understand is, like, you have Match.com, you have all these ways to meet somebody, but it's always the same people. And then people say they want to meet somebody, and there's plenty of people that they know and they can meet and they can stay consistent with.
Right.
And they don't choose to. Do you know what I'm saying?
I did that. Yeah, I've done that before.
So when you talk about the ebbs and flows of communication with, say, people that you're talking to, there's nothing. I'm not saying there's anything there, so we're not going down that route.
Yeah.
You're just communicating with people that who are kind of in the same boat as you. And hey, if something sparked, great. If it doesn't, great. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because as you get older, you learn to just be. I think you learn to just live
and
survive.
Yeah, just exist.
Exist.
Yeah.
So when you have somebody, it's like you don't have to meet anybody. If you met somebody, that's one thing.
Right.
But you don't have to. Changes the whole game. Changes the
Right.
whole game.
Right.
When you are okay on your own.
Right.
And you are looking for somebody who's going to make your life better versus somebody that you need to really assist you, that makes your lens of focus completely different.
That is facts. I think that there's a lot of the times when it comes to whether it's these apps or just people in general, I think that there are some people that don't realize that they should just probably stay single. And what I mean by that is you have some people that are actively, and what I mean by actively, like on the sites, going out on dates and doing all of that, right? Actively looking for relationships and things are not working out, but they haven't come to a point where they accept and embrace singlehood. And I think until you can do that, going from one relationship to another is not going to work. Because I think that you need to kind of take some time in between. That's my personal opinion. I can't speak to other people. Yeah. Who am I? I'm not I'm not like a relationship guru expert. I'm just, just from my own personal experiences. I think that there are some people that really need to just take some time and just remain single. I also think that there are some people that need to be more honest with what they want. So you have some people that are looking just for something casual. And if that's the case, no judgments whatsoever. I just think that they need to be very honest about it. And then you have some people that are looking, for something more serious. And if that's the case, you need to communicate that. But again, it goes back to communication and being comfortable being honest.
Nobody's honest.
This is just from conversations I've had with different guys. Like, you know, when you talk to somebody, you're like,
well,
I think you need
do
to
you
take
want a
some
relationship
time
or do you just want to hook up?
Yeah.
What do you want?
I think people need to be more honest about exactly what they're looking for. Because my thing is, it's like, it's one thing if you are not sure, then you need to like say that. But I don't think it's right to waste somebody's time because you haven't you haven't come to terms with what it is that you need or don't need.
Right.
And I'm not saying this towards anybody in particular. Well, I guess kind of sort of, like, whatever. I don't even know how to, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I did know.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, I think that some people need to just embrace singleness. I don't mind it. Honest to God, I like being in my own space. I like the peace. I'm just chilling like a villain, and whatever happens, happens. I'm not actively like,
You also, to be fair though,
uh,
to be fair, y- I don't know if this conversation would be the same if the girls were out of the house, because remember the other night they slept at Gram Grams and you were like sad.
I was really sad.
Right. So imagine someday when they're older and they start their lives. I feel like when you get to that point, as many
I
do,
mean, that's valid.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's valid.
I think the holidays suck too.
You think
Be-
so?
well, now they do for a lot of people who are like kind of like single. We just got, you know what we do? We have a generation full of lonely people who don't know how to communicate anymore with other people. And so
Yeah.
we're reliant on dating websites and this, that, and the other thing. I see so many people that I know that are would be a good match for somebody, but I feel like they're meeting them at the wrong place, time, this, that, the other thing.
Right.
Why are there all these single people?
Well,
Why, Shabs? Why are there all these single people?
so I'm gonna answer. Well, let me go back to what you were saying as far as like single people during the holidays. I think that there's when it comes to holidays in general, not just Christmas and stuff like that. I think when it comes to holidays in general,
Say
there's
Christmas again.
Christmas.
Okay.
How did I say it
I
before?
don't know.
Christmas. There's you have like an idea in your head of what that's supposed to look like. And I think Christmas is different for everybody. For me personally, the joy in Christmas is not only seeing my kids' faces on Christmas morning, but being with family. Like last night we had a family dinner. I had a freaking blast chilling with my family. We were laughing up a storm. Like it was great. And I don't think about at the end of the day being single. I'm like, great, I'm with my family. Everybody's like, we're laughing, we're catching up. Life's different for everybody. It's a great time, but I can see where you're coming from in some respects. So I think about Valentine's Day, right? Valentine's Day doesn't really affect me either way. Because you know me and Hallmark holidays, I'm like, I can't stand this shit. But it's not because of the singleness, it's because everything is so commercialized. You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, I'm single on Valentine's Day. I don't think like that. I'm like, well, shoot. After Valentine's Day, I wonder how much these chocolates are going on sale for. You know what I mean? But
Stay positive. Find the bright side.
glass apple. But
Glass half full.
But going back to why people are single, I think that we live at a time where people, number one, do not know how to communicate. You do not know how to communicate in relationships. You do not know how to communicate outside of relationships. Like people just don't know how to communicate with each other. I think that's number one. Number two, I don't think people take relationships as seriously as they used to back in the day. And what I mean by that is like, if you're in something, oh my goodness, that was close. You're in something long term, right? You see a potential future with somebody, right? That doesn't mean that things are always going to be easy, but like, people just kind of
What do we do? Just give up? You know what I mean? Just
right, right,
because.
right. And this is just an assumption. I mean, I don't have any statistics to go along with this, but it's like, online, right? We've talked about a couple of times where we've seen people post some stuff and you're like, damn, and y'all are married? Like what? You know what I mean? Do you know the post I'm talking some of the posts I'm talking about? And I look at that and I'm like, dude, that's like so disrespectful. Like I would not want to be in a relationship like that if this is how we communicate and you're putting all this stuff out here. You know what I mean? Like that's I just think that people need to be able to communicate better with each other, the good, the bad, and be able to have those open conversations about things. I also think that you have to know what things need to be between you and your person and what things you're sharing with other people. I think that we live in a day and an age where people just share too much shit all the time. And when you are in a relationship with somebody, that's not stuff you can be doing like that. There's certain things that should be between you and that person. But it goes back to number one, not knowing how to communicate. That's the way I look at it.
I'll tell you something else I think too.
Yeah, what's up?
You look at the places right now in little small town America like ours, like where do
Yeah.
you congregate with people? Do you know what it revolves around 100% of the time?
I'm going to guess one of two things, coffee or alcohol.
Alcohol.
Yeah.
We have a lot of people that don't like it's not like I don't, okay, listen, gang, like listen, I love to throw a few down. However, sometimes when you'd like to find a place that's like calm that you can meet somebody, potentially small talk without like emphasis. Like it would be nice to have like a little coffee shop or like a hookah lounge. That would be so cool to have a hookah lounge.
We might have to look into
Dude,
that.
okay, Shaba and I, we're just letting you know we want to do like a little bookstore, hookah lounge, and a podcast. You can come and listen to us, be part of the audience
Mm,
while we're doing it. Get yourself some coffee or whatever.
yeah, for sure.
Like, where the
That's a whole
frick do
vibe.
you meet people?
That's a whole vibe. But again, I think that you have people that want to be in a relationship so bad that really should be single. It's okay to be single. Embrace your singlehood. Figure your stuff out. Figure out your likes and your dislikes.
But then there's a
Figure
lot
out
of
how to
people
spend
that should be
time
in
alone.
relationship. It goes both ways too.
For sure, for sure. But I just, from my experience, I see a lot of people that, want to be in a relationship that it's like you got to just embrace yourself sometimes. Like spend just a little bit of time with yourself.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you're like fresh out of a relationship, please say do
Like this
you.
jumping into stuff. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
But
I
then
don't believe in
again,
that, but I'm
yeah,
like the people that have been single a long time and stuff like that. I feel bad. Like, what is going on? Like, you know, it's like
yeah,
finding companionship as human beings. Like, we're meant to be like and if you have good friends, that hey, that could be enough too. So I'm not sitting here emphasizing like you need to be with somebody. No, you don't. Like you don't. I just see that from when I talk to people, there's a lot of people that are just looking for companionship. I think that's what it is.
for sure. And I think that consistency plays a key factor, though. I have a friend. You know which friend I'm talking about. I had a friend who had reached out. What was it? A little ways back, right? And we we have separate opinions. Stop. So, I'm so glad we don't record live because if only people saw some of the stuff that we do sometimes. Like when I say record live with like a camera on us
Whoa,
while we're
what we
doing
doing
this.
here? Take it
Um,
easy. It's all good. Don't be giving
what does
us
he
that
look
look.
like that?
Yeah, just keep doing your thing,
Yeah, he looks like
boy.
he wants to fight somebody right now. Like, what's going
No, he's
on?
not gonna fight us. I can tell you that right now.
Well, listen, I will lock the door because, yeah.
Yeah, but if you're gonna throw the first punch,
I mean, don't point at me,
girl,
bro, because I'm swinging. But
she's swinging hard though, dude.
no, but I had a friend who had reached out. We were joking about, being single and not being single and, differing views and stuff. But, you know, person's not consistent. And I wouldn't say that, but I mean, I'm saying it here. They're just not
And
consistent.
that it's like if you can't be consistent in communication, are you looking for consistency in a relationship? Like if you can't even do basic
Yeah,
communication,
right.
then can you do the relationship? Oh, Mayor's out. Cumberland Farms Mayor's like,
Oh,
ooh,
he was here the whole time?
yeah, he was over
What?
there.
Well, I saw,
They
yeah,
like this spa shaba. Like we have an issue.
I know.
See, we're at Cumberland Farms and the manager,
Allie,
Allie,
we love
told us, she
you.
goes, you guys can park here. You go and like they even like said, like this was a suggestion. Park by the dumpsters, like it's perfect. We're out of everybody's way. Well,
Yeah,
guess what?
we love you, Allie.
There's some gentlemen here that also do coffee talk and they like it here. Well, tough nookie in your cookie.
Yeah, two talking fools are here.
Two talking fools. We are here making a difference. And I'm sorry, but it's just, we want this one day a week.
Yeah,
You
we
get the
want this
spot
one.
every other day.
Yeah,
So they parked over there.
they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Consistency.
consistency, like you have to be consistent. You absolutely have to be consistent if you want a relationship, or are people just being consistent? That guy looks like Fred Durst from Limp Bizkit.
That's what it is. You know what's funny? I was trying not to stare at him, but it was bothering me because I couldn't figure out. The only thing is his beard needs to be just a little bit longer. I did it all for the nookie.
Hey, the
The
nookie.
nookie.
Hey,
So
so
you
you
can
can
take
take
that
that
cookie and stick. Okay, never mind.
stick it up your ass. Stick it up your. I did it
All
all
for
for
the
the cookie.
nookie.
Hey,
The nookie.
hey, so you
You
could
can take
take
that
that cookie
cookie.
and stick it up your
What?
ass. Stick it up your
What?
ass. Stick it up your
Uh,
ass. Stick it up your. Why did it take so long? Why did I wait so long, huh? To figure it out, but I did it, and now I'm the only one underneath the sun who did it. I can't believe that I had been received by my son, my girl, but in reality, had a heart and a tender to take my
what?
dinner out in a bunda,
What?
and still a surrender. Hey, like a
Good job.
chump. Hey,
Like
like
a
a chump.
chump.
Hey, like
Like a
a chump.
chump. We age ourselves. What
If
these
you yeah, dude, it just comes down I don't know if people really want the responsibility of a relationship. I don't think they wanna get into it. I think people are financially still reeling from the last relationship that didn't work. I don't think people even want to get involved because there's so much that you have to go through. How about we just find people companionship, people my age, millennials, the other generation, older generation, whoever you are, older
Yeah.
generations, just
No, it's true.
let's find companionship. Do things you love, spend time in each other's homes.
Right.
It's so easier said than done. Listen to me. Oh yeah, it's easy for you to sit there, Kate, like shut the
No,
fuck
no,
up.
no,
I
no. But
get it.
buddy, I mean, you're right. You're right. Like you said, companionship, right? But I think that if you're looking for more, a lot of us have to do some self-reflecting. We have to do some self-reflecting.
Shaba is really getting to something because she's brought this up numerous times in the podcast. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm her co-host, so I can definitely tell
Yeah.
that at the end of the day, Shaba doesn't want to hear nothing other than some of you should not be dating right now, and some of you need to be doing some self-reflecting.
Yeah. I mean, we all need to do some self-reflecting because if you're doing the same stuff you're doing before and it wasn't working, you're the common denominator. We all need to do some self-reflecting. I've had to do some
Go
self-reflecting on
for it.
communication skills too, buddy. You know what I mean?
Yep, 100%.
And I
I
think
just feel bad, like, but I also like, again, I think it's post-COVID too. I think people are different. I think communication's different. I think
people are different, communication's different. We've lost the ability to understand and know how to do that. So you know what I do now, bud? I match. You know how what we were saying in one episode, matching energy, and I'm like, I
yes.
can't freaking stand when people say, match your energy with this, and if this person does this, then I'm matching. I'm like, no, stop that bullshit.
Yeah,
When it comes to communication, though, I match
you match.
energy.
Yeah.
I do. I didn't before,
Yes.
but again, when it comes to self reflecting and growing and learning things, I match energy now. And what I don't do is if people are having a conversation, you're having a conversation with somebody and stuff's going back and forth, and then it stops. I'm not then going to reach out to you. I will match energy when it comes to communication. And I don't think anything more or less of whatever. So yeah, when somebody's like, I haven't heard from you in a minute, I'm like, well, you didn't respond. So I kind of figured the conversation was done. Sorry.
Right. Right.
And then you let it be. You know what I mean?
And it sucks because like sometimes you get excited. I'm sure you get excited.
I don't get excited. What? No, I don't mean it like that. I don't mean it like that. I don't know how to explain what I think. I think that because I don't have expectations, they're like, okay, yeah, you might get a little bit excited to talk to somebody or whatever, but I don't know how to explain it. Dude, stop that. I because I don't have any expectations, I also am not disappointed. You know what I mean? I'm not like cuz it could be anything, but at the same time, again, it has to do with matching energy. I'm not going to like extend myself if I'm not going to overextend myself or try to like reach out to somebody or be like, "Hey, I haven't heard from you." Or you send somebody a message and you keep messaging them. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
no, girl, or guy, but respect for both sides. Stop. If somebody is not matching your energy when it comes to communicating, you don't continue on
Right.
trying
Don't
to
do
lead a
it. Don't
conversation.
do it.
Let things be.
Let it
Pause.
be.
Let it be.
Let
It goes both ways. Yeah. Let it be.
let it be.
Whispering words of wisdom.
Hey. Let
Let it
it
be.
be. Ooh, baby.
gotta
Oh,
love the
baby. Oh,
gotta
baby.
love the Beatles, buddy. Gotta love the Beatles. Yeah, man. Yeah. But I do agree with you. We had started off talking about this is the lonely generation.
It's a lonely generation,
I
man.
think it is because people do not know how to communicate.
They don't. They don't know how to communicate.
I don't
And
think
I feel so bad because it is the lonely generation. There's so many good people out there that would make great companions for the right person and vice versa. When you find the right person, that person brings out the best in you.
so. Actually, last night at dinner, when everything was being done, I was talking to my cousin. Right, I'm not going to say who because I don't want to put them out there. So I was talking to him about something, and
It was
actually,
cousin Troy.
okay, we're going to name this cousin Troy. That's fine. So I was talking to Troy, I don't know why we named this person Troy, but it's okay.
Cousin Troy, what up?
So we were talking, and I don't know how relationships had come up, but he was telling me that he was still very upset over his last relationship. He really liked this girl. He saw a future with her. For me, I don't know if it was because it was my cousin or whatever. I saw red flags. Like everything he was telling me about her, I'm like, dude, no, you got off. Like, this was great. Like, this was beautiful. Said girlfriend that he was in a relationship with, before they ended up dating and before they got together, she was in a relationship with a guy prior. And it was not a very healthy relationship that she had with this said individual. Okay.
Great.
Right. My cousin ends up falling for this girl. And my cousin's a great dude, young, really young,
Bet you she's pretty too.
in the 20s. Yes, he did show me a picture. She is a beautiful girl. Ended up falling for this girl. He has a great head on his shoulders, really nice guy, great family, of course. What is that? Oh, that's my alarm. I'm like, what? I was like, what is that? So comes from a great family. I mean, I would know his family, but but anywho, we were talking about this girl, and he's like, yeah, I'm still like, I still can't get over that. And I looked at him, I said, are we talking about what's her face? And so he told me the name. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, you're still thinking about her? He's like, I just am finding it hard to like get out there and date again. And I had to put it in. I had to like kind of break it down for him. And it wasn't even me being like his cousin saying this to him, but as just a person and a female. And I said to him, I said, bro, listen, I love you, and you may disagree with me on this. You got off good with this one. And he's like, what do you mean by that? And I was telling him, because there's so much, I hate to say baggage because it sounds so negative. But if you knew, and I don't want to go into details about this girl's business, there's so much baggage that she came with. I'm like, dude, you would have been having to deal with a lot of bullshit. Consider this a great win for you that it did not work out. And he's like, oh, I didn't think of it. And I was saying, A, B, and C is what you told me about her, right? And he's like, yeah. I said, and A, B, and C is what would have happened. I'm just based off of what you told me. I don't know this girl. I'm not judging her whatsoever. Same girl then ends up breaking things off with my cousin to go back to the same exact toxic, negative, horrible relationship she was in before. I'm like, bro, cut your losses. Bye. And he's like, you know what? I didn't even think of it like that. I'm like, yeah, man, you should be grateful that she broke things off. Bye.
I know it's so hard, but hopefully that
I just,
resonated with him for what little.
I hope so, because he's a good dude, great head on his shoulders, freaking great personality. You know what I mean? I'm like,
There's nothing
damn.
worse than heartbreak.
Yeah, he's really heartbroken over it. He really is heartbroken.
Sorry.
Like, this was the girl. Or he thought that this was the girl for him. And I can assure you, buddy, if I told you the details of this, you'd be like, hell no, bro.
Dude, cousin Troy, I'm sorry, bud.
Yeah, cousin Troy, we're sorry, buddy, but you got off real good with this one. Bye. Bye to this chick. Bye bye.
Peace.
Peace. I don't know what's harder, having daughters or having sons, because I hear the stuff he tells me and I'm like, dude, I don't think I could be a boy mom. I don't. But then I think about having daughters and I'm like, that's even hard too. You know?
I think having daughters, as a mother, I don't think there's anything more special. Oh, God, I can see people coming for me in the comments with this one.
No, go for it. What were you going
I
to say?
think having a daughter has some benefits, or not
Oh,
even benefits,
1,000%.
but
Oh my gosh, of course.
when your daughter has children of her own, there's, and I'm sure the parents of sons understand this. Your daughter, she's close to her mom. That's her, you
For
know,
sure. Yeah.
so there's a unique bond between a grandmother, mother, and granddaughter, daughter.
No, for sure. But I'm saying when it comes to a situation like my cousin Troy, right? And you're a mom and you're hearing this, you're not like, you're looking at it from a mom. Well, it's my cousin, but I'm saying I don't know how my aunt feels about this, but like you're looking at it from potentially a mother's perspective, right? Like, I feel bad for my son.
Yes.
I'm so sorry that this happened to him, but you know what? Thank goodness that he didn't end up with this girl. You know what I mean? But if it's your daughter who ends up in a situation like this, you can feel
Oh,
how she feels
heartbreak.
because you're a female, so you know how she feels. You probably have gone through some sort of heartbreak, so you're able
Oh,
to.
heartbreak
But
hotel.
which one is worse, though? Understanding where she's coming
Oh,
from,
Shubs, I don't
or
know.
having a son? That's what I'm saying, man. That's tough. Actually, I do know how my aunt feels. We actually had a conversation about it this past summer when we were hanging out and grilling and stuff like that. We did have a conversation, and she is heartbroken for him because this girl really messed him up bad. There was a lot of back and forth and stuff, and like false hopes, and she definitely strung him along.
Sometimes
I want
people.
to meet her one day. I wish I could meet this chick one day, bro. I have words for you. I have words for you.
Shaba.
Yeah, she really
Great.
she really messed with him. Yeah, man. She really strung him along.
Watch her be a fan.
Well, if this story sounds familiar, I think you're a bitch. If this story sounds familiar and you live in Connecticut, yeah, you're a bitch. Please message me. We have some words we need to talk. We need to talk.
Never
We
hear
need to have
Shaba
some
talk
words.
like this.
Yeah.
You never ever
Yeah.
hear Shaba talk like
We need to have some words, bro, because I got some beef with you.
Oh, child.
Yeah, man.
All right, Shops. Well, you just shook me. Oh, no.
Listen, don't mess with my family, man.
Don't mess
Don't
with
mess with my
her,
family.
man. I'm going to be the one to bring it to you.
Here's a little advice for you.
Find your own man. If you mess with my girl, I'm going to be the one to bring it to you.
Here's a little advice for you.
Find your own man.
Not my cousin, though.
But not Cousin Troy. All right, Shaba, on to the next
go.
one. Peace.
Peace.